Bibi, today, the conversation, the topic that you're the queen bee to speak on is the importance of self care in order to have healthy relationships. Right? I think that you're the perfect woman to speak to in regards to this. And we briefly saw each other like for zero point 0.2 seconds on Bachelor in Paradise season 6, but you afterwards had spoke about the depression that you went through. Can you tell us a little bit about that? How that was for you?
I think it was probably one of the most emotionally challenging um, seasons of my life. And once, in many ways, I am not the only one that comes from, bachelor world, and then you're pulled back into reality and things don't work out. And so it was really difficult for me to navigate failure because what we deem as success when you go onto these shows is finding a relationship and making it all the way to the end. And I think after my last show with Paradise, the reason why I really went back was because like I totally saw all the ways that like I needed to improve through these other shows. Like I totally saw where I was not the person that I genuinely wanted to be. And so Paradise was really my opportunity to give it another shot. But I also do really believe that when you're not supposed to be somewhere, the universe was just gonna knock you out of it and rock your world until you rediscover exactly where you're going. And so my depression, I really do link it as like a rock bottom that allowed me to really navigate and understand like this is how I would like to live my life. This is where I have my peace. And I think that through the darkest of times, like through the hardest of times, even though it may feel like really, really, really difficult, because I don't think any mental health or anxiety or anything comes lightly and you can just like brush under. It's a very heavy thing to deal with. Through those hard times is how you rebuild your empire. And for me,
Sure.
it feels like my depression lasted even through my last relationship. I can totally see the patterns, but I am in this space now where I'm welcoming the opportunity of my sadness or frustration as an avenue to grow. I I started doing this program. It's called Pathwaves, and it's basically where they scan your brain. It's called neuro empowerment, neurofeedback. So I sit down in this chair. It's this EEG machine. It reads my brain waves, and then it reads back it gives me back the same brainwaves, but at 10% calmer. So it's like this really expensive, long process, but they were able to tell me like, this is why you feel so anxious, because at an unconscious level, all your decisions are being read as life or death, like fight or flight, a lot of your things. And so through this process, I've actually been able finally to get to this space of understanding that my emotions have nothing to do with me. I can actually sit here and observe that this is a bodily experience. So my frustration, it's a bodily experience. It's not me. It doesn't define me. My sadness is a bodily experience. It's an emotion that I need to work through. It's not me. It doesn't define me. The failures, these outside material things, these are just things in my surroundings that aren't me. And I think like when you're going through a really hard time, if you want to get better, that's the key to success. Just the simple desire of wanting to get better.
So true.
Are there things that you tried that didn't work? I mean, obviously the neuro-emotional technique that you spoke
Yeah.
about. I mean, obviously that's not. I don't think too many people go that route, but you did. But like, are there other things that you tried that just didn't work, or that's why you needed to take it to the next level?
I'm such a perfectionist and I'm such a like things need to happen now, that one thing I did lack through my journey was patience. And just like, when you're with a skin routine or, creating a new habit, all of these things it just takes time. So it's something that I really try to implement now. Like, Rome wasn't built overnight. So
Yes.
meditation really helped me a lot, being able to sit on my cushion. And then I think that when it comes to healing, everybody has different things they believe in, but there's a special component when you tie in spirituality. So whether it's God, whether it's universe, whether, you know, you want to be a Buddhist, whatever spiritual thing you want to hold on to, when it comes to healing, that actually catapults you into a better space, I think.